It's an urgent matter, they say. Pfft, we don't need to worry about that. Hey, welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we reached Colony... Well, we got back to Colony 9, heard a little bit more about lore stuff that I already talked about. And this time, we're going to go around, pick up more quests, and yeah. Hello, Lord here. Well, here I am at last. I want to be a soldier, and finally I am one. Now I'll get in frontline duty, are you? Should still be in training, I thought. Well, yeah, but I'm just thinking about what if the worst comes to the worst. We don't know when we'll have to face real battle. I'd at least like to be prepared for when it happens, you know? Take care out there. You have to leg it. You got me? I got you. Not much point to me if I'm lying around dead on the job, is there? But I'll be fighting nonetheless. I'll protect a lot of us as a proud member of the city. Plucky rookie soldier Lottie has been acquired. Fantasy is really good at looking after folk, huh? She's like the big sister everyone needs. And Link has got the brains to solve any problem, no matter how stumped we are. I think those two are going to be our future leaders someday. I can't deny that they both have some strong leadership skills. As for their other qualities... Yeah, enough said. Next request on the board. There's some new requests on the board. Let's see, what have we got? An unusual capybara was seen at Ragwell Lake. If someone could hunt it purely for science, it would be appreciated. I dropped my book while on an expedition to Ragwell Lake. This is the tale of the bringer of chaos. If someone finds it, I'll love it back. Could someone take down a few quadwings from the Vermilion Woods for me? I need the feathers to make some medicine with. It's just those three for now. They're from some places that are quite removed from Colony 9. I'd rather not let civilians risk their lives out there. Agreed. Let's take care of these ourselves whenever we get the moment. Just big game Rumo Capybara. Lost and found unread book. And take down quadwings. But, of course, that's all stuff that we'll take care of at a later point. You're up next. Hamel's skills as a mechanic are, of course, exemplary, but I fear just not assertive enough to really shine. I'm doing my level best to drill that into him, but my lecturing him all the time isn't really looking like a solution. Yeah, I don't want to sound patronizing here, but it doesn't sound like your best approach. Oh, tell me about it. What to do? Bet if you made a few friends, we'd start to see a change in them. So apparently our mission is now to have Hamel make friends. I'm sure Nicole will get along with him pretty well. Although, if we need someone to be more assertive, Nicole's not really the guy to go to for that assistance, so... Maybe not.
Nice.
Hello, Hamel. Nicole, I tweeted just as you told me to last time. The error frequency's dropped a ton. Oh, really? Oh, phew. Though actually I was wondering, could you do opinion on something else as well? Sure, if it's something I can help with. Thank you. I was hoping to get the chance to talk to you more, so this is great. These two look like they're really going to hit it off.
Looks like we have something to discuss.
Oh, shit, prove me wrong. We've run test after test, and now at long last we're entering the final stretch for the automaton's completion. Almost there, are we? I knew it would be a good idea to entrust the task to you and your sister. Well, I can't fight, so tinkering with machines is about the one thing I can do. So I'm glad I found some helpful way to, help. Junior Mechanic Hamel has been completed. Oh, that reminds me. If we do succeed in mass-producing automatons, we're thinking of sharing them with the people of the city. Really? You're okay with that? I requested this personally. I imagine they'll be vital assets somewhere down the line. And when we do, someone might have to visit the city to perform maintenance every now and again, though. No worries. We're glad to have you. Looking forward to it, Abel. Right, leave it to me. And I think, yep, that also gets Lucille. Hers going. Now, lots of things that we're already completing, but of course we'll have more people to find later on. So my cat stabs me in the leg with his claws. Lucille, hello. The system that lets automatons operate by themselves was actually created by my little brother, Hamel. So he's kind of a brain then. Was it really that tricky? Simply put, it's not really something you can pull off without knowing them from the inside out. He knows them better than me. He'll be a first-rate mechanic one day, mark my words. I don't just mean that because he's my brother. I have to at least give him a helping hand until that day comes. That's my most fervent wish. I'm the only family he's got after all. Senior Mechanic Lucille acquired. Hello, Janice. What business have those Mobius blackguards in this region? I shall see to it next time that I thwart them personally, inexperience be damned. Look, I get it, I really do, but we're not having your cork at the moment you step into battle. Stay back. As you wish. Hark, my friends! I have been appointed on this day as second in command of our newly established unit! Though in truth I lament that I did not claim the crowning rank. Hey, that's still pretty impressive. Feels like just the other day that you were a rookie, no? Ah, how true it is, young master! Indeed, primacy is yet within my sights! One day soon, we shall wrest the city from its wretched fate, and triumph hand in hand as heroes both!
That's how you make
Thank you, Janice. I do like the over-the-top guys. It's a very easy voice to get for them. Next up, Mickey! I still can't believe it. Little Mickey, all grown up and fending for himself. I can't need to say so, but the way it froze up against the frog beast that time, I don't know if I'm ready just yet. Those are not your average monsters. It's completely natural for you to have an instinctual fear of them. You just gotta get used to them, one step at a time, right? Alright, but I'm taking big steps. Mickey, not something that we can finish off yet. Which is fine. Perfectly fine. Dylan! Hey, so Dylan! I can't believe the gall of that son of a bitch. Scumbag burned the city to the ground and he dared show his face to you? And then the thing with Nihil too. Damn it, to hell with it all! Mate. Sorry, I've got to cool my head a bit. This rate it feels like I'm really gonna go berserk. And you're telling that to Matthew. Come on, dude, you gotta calm down a little bit. Next up, we have Perda and Yo! Is it true the council and turn up in these parts? You know when? How could I not? Council governs over all of Kev's councils. He's their leader. The Golden Council. He outclasses all other councils and right hand of the Queen. He rarely ever makes a personal appearance, so what could have brought him? This is a problem. Maybe we ought to report this after all. But we're still rookies. I don't know if it's a good idea to be running our mouths. What's all this about, then? Oh, Panacea, Linka. Hi, busy day? You can stay at the supply office all you like. You're still gonna have to use mouth words if you want to buy stuff. Oh no, we're not here to buy anything. I was assigned to the commissary back when I was in Kevis and had to take care of all the logistics. Kind of the same deal here too, except I was an Agnes. We've been looking at the current state of supplies for the Liberators, and, well, in our personal/professional opinion, it's starting to look pretty dire. That's so. Honestly, they're not wrong. Kevis and Agnes get their supplies straight from the castle. Obviously, we don't have that kind of backing. I knew it. I could tell from the words in the office that might be struggling. Which is why we were thinking we'd like to make a proposal. You got some plan to get us topped up again? There's supply cache hidden near the colony I was once stationed at. It's at a cave near Pioneer's Point. There's supplies captured from Agnes in there too. Should be a sizable amount. With Kevis on the back foot, they'll have given up on the cache, so if there's ever a time to swoop in and snap it up, it's now. Well, you've sold me on the idea, but are you two okay with this? Give me your former affiliations, that is. Trey went back and forth on the idea, but then I remembered how the Liberators saved our lives. And we know just how much of a headache managing resources can be. You're good eggs, the both of you. Yes, it's an incredibly kind gesture. Doing us a great service here. Thank you so much. Oh, not at all. Glad to be of service. You taught us that there's a way to live where fighting isn't the be-all and end-all. It's the least we could do. Alright, we'll take you to the cave where the supply cache is hidden. Gets us abandon the supplies. No, we're not gonna do it yet. Because obviously we have a lot more people to talk to and a lot more quests to pick up. Miguel. How goes the business, sir? Oh, booming. Much better than I anticipated. I hope you don't think it rude of me to say this, but that's quite surprising. I know these are trying times, but that's precisely why people need a reprieve. Music soothes the island's souls, disquieted by the terror of war. I mean, we have Glimmer would know a thing or two about that. Feels like there's been more city folk wandering around here lately. Glad the rescue effort's coming along. It just leaves the matter of food supply, and it's not the biggest of settlements, so we need to divvy up the guard duties too. Sorry for making life difficult for you guys. No, I'm sorry, mate. Didn't mean to harp on about it. I do this job because I enjoy it, so I'll have us on top of things in no time. He's very chipper about it. You... Yeah, I figured there was someone up here that I hadn't talked to yet. Karsten! Oh, hello, old man. Oh, it's you, is it? Thank you so much for the other day. I wish I could give you a proper reward, but I'm afraid my belongings are wet in smoke. Take this at least. A recipe? More than enough, mate. Cheers. Who'd have thought it? All vigilante group existed outside the city walls. What's your feeling? Think we can trust them? You've shown us a lot of kindness. Seems reason enough, if I'm honest. Take word of advice from your elder boy. If you want to get by in this world, take nothing for granted.
I wonder how they're doing.
I heard about you. Heard you've been making quite a name for yourself. Ah, no, it's nothing really.
Now, don't be modest. I know how difficult it is to back up one's words with action. At least I know I've always been a disappointment to myself. Never really took the scorebox by the pincers. I can't offer you much in the way of advice, but maybe I could still learn from you. Breathe a little inspiration to this staining old brain. Aches your souls to cast and infinitely grow deeper. The survivors of the tragedy banded together and putting their best foot forward, all in the name of the city. So this is what hope feels like. I've been so blind.
That's the thing about us humans. As long as you're still alive, hope never dies.
I shall grave it in stone, the deepest recesses of my heart.
Thanks, Karsten. So we'll go around here, eh? What's everyone up to? This is the future site of a new canteen. Construction is ongoing, as you can see. We've been flooded with requests from soldiers and residents alike to improve the overall quality of our meals. Alright, yeah, I don't have to agree with them. No more flavor wouldn't go amiss. Since we're here, why don't we go and check up on the progress? Working hard as ever, I see, Georgie. How are things looking? Well, if it ain't one of my favorite liberators, yeah, not too bad, all things considered. I'll need to be more specific if at all possible, please. I see your figures, Gal, and I respect that. Then specifically, you're right behind. I did ask you to inform me at your earliest convenience in the event of any issues. So you did. Sorry about that. Been so busy lately. Clean slipped my mind. And what, might I ask, is the cause of the problem, specifically? It's lack of equipment, specifically. We're short on heat-resistant materials for stoves, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Reckon we could throw something together if we had some scrap Levitas parts, but we ain't got the hands for forge for that stuff. Well, let's do him a good turn, Linka.
Well, hey, you gonna do us a kindness?
You positive about this? Yeah, no prob. If it helps to get the canteen up and running, we'll get some real good nosh out of the deal, won't we? Seems well worth the effort to me. Good grub pays for itself.
Aw, man, after my own stomach. That's what I like to hear.
Once we're open for business, I'll treat you to our house special. It's a secret family recipe. Bish can't turn down an offer like that.
Just bring us whatever machine parts you can scrounge up.
I'll take anything that looks useful off your hands. Happy hunting! Gets us Georgie's Ask. And I believe that, yeah, it does look to be all the quests that we have at the very least. Let's go swap it over to daytime because I imagine we have more people to talk to in the day because, again, proper day-night cycles. But I don't know who and where, but here's a few. Got Sayomi.
Hi. I don't know, where's that guy got off to? Don't wander off on me, dang it. It's been the great Sayomi having been upon the discovery of a lifetime.
Is it that big, huh?
Ah, you know what? Never mind that. Just do me a favor and forget about it, okay?
Found him. Sayomi's been acting a little funny lately. One minute you think she's laser focused on some investigation, the next she's gone wandering off somewhere. No nurse is probably going to disturb a skeeter's nest eventually. Don't worry about that girl. Sayomi, eh? I'll be sure to contact you if anything goes awry.
Thank you.
I can only hope that it won't. Then we got Louie! Hi, Louie. So we're going up to the Black Mountains. Yeah, we're gonna climb right up there to Prison Island. Right. Good luck. I'll be praying for you. Thanks, appreciate it. There's a few more people in there. Our next... let's just keep exploring the city, because there's definitely some people that I haven't talked to that we need to talk to. Need in quotes. It's like, we don't technically need to talk to them, but you get what I'm saying. Nothing there. There's a couple people. Harvey and Kaylee. Origin. It's so huge and just hanging there in the sky. Reminds me of the terrifying might of our enemy. But we have to act. We'll do whatever we can. Yeah, I know. Quite right. I'll be fine. After all, I have someone who's got my back at every turn. Speaking of, hi, Kaylee.
When I learned of the existence of the Liberators of Mobius, I've never been more astonished. But now I think this Origin thing might be the winner in that department.
It's going to be alright.
Thank you for the concern, but yes, took me aback for sure, but I've gotten over it. You have to stay calm at times like these and tackle things in a rational manner. I don't know why I gave it that voice, but I did.
Yeah, where's Origin? Yeah, it is a little bit imposing to just kind of see right there. We still got a little bit of time, so I'll take care of that enemy territory that we have been amiss on. I finally decided to change up my pairings for Unity.
Nice going, smartass.
But these pairings, I will warn you, will not last terribly long. Because of the quest that we have active, or currently active, but it's not the one that we're going to be doing next. But it'll be the first one that we take care of the two scenario quests. We'll do all the normal quests first, but then you get what I'm saying. Y'all get it. You're smart people out there. Unlike me. Slide on in. And it's time to go fishing. But by fishing, I mean beating up a bunch of fish with a Kitharode. Not a Kitharode, with a... It's Kitharode's the name of the class. With a... I guess it's closest to Sitar, I suppose. I don't know what instrument it actually is. I don't know. I like to think myself pretty knowledgeable about music, but there's some specific instruments that I'm like, I don't know what the hell kind of instrument it is. That's a little bit too much. Okay, we can definitely take on multiple enemies. There we go. That is one thing I do kind of... I like about lower levels, is that you will have enemies just targeting you repeatedly, but I mean, it speeds up things like this. We have to beat up a bunch of enemies. And that just kind of... It takes time if you don't hit it, you know? Yeah, well. It's not like a huge deal or anything like that. We can tag 4 enemies in at the same time. I'll be fine here. Sure, we can do it is an AoE burst, right? I think it was, at least. Yeah, that looks pretty AoE to me. Monado Crush! I do like how I do like the fact that they all have different names. Like, it's a pretty simple process for just, you know, word 1, word 2, but, like, yeah, not a big deal. I'm not actually sure if there's if the order matters that you assign them in. It might. But also, like, we have Blast Slash, which, not the cleanest sounding name out there. Like, it's very awkward to say, right? Blast Slash. Bop you. And then this will finish off the incursion. Bop. And just wait for you to go down. I mean, we're doing this quite highly leveled. And I mean, to be honest, level 40 is pretty high level for the DLC. As I mentioned, the DLC is, of course, a lot quicker than base game. We're leveling up quicker, and the final boss is only level 50. So, you can already see that we're getting near that area. I wouldn't say we're right there, but we're nearing it, for sure. Oh. We've been there before. I'm trying to think of what other areas we could go to maybe check out. I mean, we'll have to head back here. There's a ladder, but I don't think it leads up to there. I imagine there's probably some origin shenanigans that'll break open things. We could definitely finish off discovering everything in yesterday, right? That's not unreasonable to think. Okay, I thought we could actually maybe climb up there, but nope. What areas are there left that we haven't really explored? There's 2 field craftings. 2 field crafts. There's this over here, which
Which way next?
doesn't seem like we have nothing new out here, but that's gonna be something that'll show up. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. It's probably just that little bit that we have to wait for. Yeah. It's probably once we get to Black Mountain, something will show up and it'll all be fine. We'll get all that going. Maybe let's just finish things off with a couple of Crawlax,
Everyone, focus!
who look real weird.
Where are you?
Crawlax are one of the few water enemies that I'm not actually 100% certain on if they've shown up in previous games. I know Piranhax has showed up in previous games.
I know I can count on you all.
I don't think they showed up in 2. But I know they showed up in 1. They might have showed up in 4 now. But they're around this area in Xenoblade 1. So, yeah, like, Parallaxes, I'm not sure of. I know that, like, the Clomber, Quargan, all that stuff, they're not Moglum, it is new. Trying to think of what other enemies there are. Serpons aren't. Ravoons, those are new to this game. Trying to think of what else there are. Because there generally
Get out of our way!
aren't too many water enemies. Piranhaxes are your main ones. So, I mean, they're pretty easy to take out, is the thing.
Training, I guess.
Brown Moglum. Oi,
3 blue!
oi lad, we gonna take you dead first.
Shouldn't be terribly difficult. I was trying to say, and failing. And we're gonna need to wait for the second launch. Which, I mean, that's not even terribly difficult to get to. We didn't have another launch available. That's a shame. Now well. Pop all that in. It should be pretty easy. I mean, honestly, again, this, we're getting to the point where it's not, like, once you get used to the gameplay of Xenoblade, it's not terribly difficult. Things that Xenoblade looks more complex than it is. And that's for all 3 games. Like, even 1 can seem a little... Honestly, 2 is probably the least complex. But like, even then, there's still some stuff going with it, mainly in terms of blade combos is kind of a bit confusing, but even then, get used to it pretty quickly. Xenoblade does a good job of having a system that is... It is actually fairly intuitive, despite looks. Because, I mean, I always praise the absolute chaotic nature of the gameplay in 3. But, like, again, it's really not all that much. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. That will finish things off for this time, though, because we are past the 20-minute mark. And next time, we start taking care of some of those side quests. But until then, see you guys later.